Hi, I'm Steve Howard and welcome to this week's Positive Wrestling, the wrestling show that's full of positivity. Remember, you can find us on Twitter at PosWrestling, that's POS Wrestling, and use the hashtag PosWrestling. So before we get on to this week's top 5, just a reminder that later in the week I'll be uploading shows with a top 5 on NXT Brooklyn and also on SummerSlam. So this week's number 5 is Rusev. So at the start of Raw, comes out, does a good promo, wanting to see Roman Reigns, otherwise he's going to stop the show from happening. The themes followed through the show. There's a backstage brawl between the two of them, and then a great match to end the show for Lana's honour. Unfortunately, Rusev gets a loss, but a great match, and he's a really great character, really great wrestler. And number 4, someone who's really benefited from the draft split, and that is Dolph Ziggler. He's on Miz TV with Dean Ambrose. Really great and impassioned promo from Dolph, ending with a super kick to Dean out of nowhere. Really looking forward to the match at SummerSlam. So this week's number 3 and number 2 are linked in that they were both on a really great Sam Roberts show live from Caroline's on Broadway that I was privileged to go to this week. So a really big thank you to Sam Roberts, Kathy Kelly, Katie Linendoll, SiriusXM and Caroline's for putting on the show. Number 3 is The Club. And they've got a feud going with New Day where they're pretending to be doctors. Unfortunately, Big E's not going to make SummerSlam, it looks like. But it's a really great interview with them at Caroline's. Really loved the conversations they had. They were talking about how they'd like to face the Rock and Roll Express, talking about Carl's 2012 G1 final and Kenny Omega winning at this time. Really, really impassioned the two of them were, and got a newfound respect for Anderson and Gallows, even more than they had before, and looking forward to their match with New Day. At number 2, there's another person who was at the Sam Roberts show, which was Kevin Owens. Absolutely loving the Jericho stuff, or Jericho stuff should I say. Really great on the mic, the two of them. You know, they're calling Tom Phillips all kinds of names like Nathaniel. But at the Sam Roberts show, Kevin Owens just came across as a really, really great guy. Really loves his family. He was talking about the sort of campaign him and Tyler Breeze did for the families who, lost their homes to a fire in Canada. He's talking about having Stone Cold Steve Austin posters on his wall when he was 20 years old, so you can tell he's a real big fan and a really nice guy, loves his family, loves the business. So number 2 is KO. Number 1, well, it can only be Heath Slater. What an amazing week, and he's suddenly one of the biggest stars in the company. So it starts off, he comes out and interrupts Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar on Raw, talking about how he needs to feed his kids, and he's going to try and challenge Brock, and Brock obviously beats him up, and he doesn't win a contract on Raw, unfortunately. He then goes over to SmackDown and gets beaten up by Randy Orton. Some really great moments. Before the match, Daniel Bryan and Shane say that if he wins he'll get a SmackDown contract. Because Randy Orton's beating him up so much, he actually wins by count out. So great, he's carried out almost on a stretcher, and he's backstage and getting treatment for his injuries and his concussion. And Shane and Daniel Bryan come to him with a contract. He gets confused with the concussion, calls Daniel Mick and calls Shane Stephanie, at which point Shane withdraws the contract offer, and he's still the hottest free agent in the business. Really great stuff from Heath, and he's this week's number 1. Thanks, and I'll see you later for the Brooklyn NXT special.